She was the original pop princess, the youngest person ever to write, produce, and perform a #1 hit song. In 1987, at the age of 16, Deborah Gibson, then known to millions of fans around the world as Debbie, exploded onto the pop scene. But despite being wildly successful, she suffered in silence from devastating anxiety attacks. After 3 torturous years, a mature, confident Deborah Gibson finally beat her demons. Today on Sharing Miracles, a look at Deborah Gibson's remarkable and inspiring comeback.
Extraordinary entertainer who burst into the music scene, becoming a worldwide superstar when she was just 16 years old. Deborah Gibson, or Debbie as she was originally known to her millions of fans, still holds the record as the youngest artist in chart history to write, produce, and perform a #1 song, Foolish Beat. In 1986, Deborah signed her first recording contract with Atlantic Records. Later that year, her first hit, Only in My Dreams, was released. And 6 months later, her first album, Out of the Blue, went triple platinum. After recording 8 hit singles and 2 multi-platinum albums, Deborah Gibson's music career had taken off. But the demanding workload and lifestyle of a pop idol would soon begin to take its toll on this rising star. During her graduation party, the high school senior suffered her first panic attack, and it was devastating to Deborah and to her family. But it was only the beginning.
In the time that most of us spend in high school, teenage singing sensation Debbie Gibson went from around the world to the top of the world to literally hiding from the world. She played before sold-out audiences in the United States, Japan, England, Germany, Australia. She was adored by millions of fans. On the outside, Debbie Gibson was vibrant, charismatic, outgoing. Seemingly, she had it all. But inside, deep in her heart and her mind, she began to feel the walls slowly closing in as she suffered from devastating anxiety attacks.
She went into town, for instance, just go shopping, and I got a call from the jeweler in town who said, "I have your daughter in my store. She cannot go out of the store. There are people chasing her." And I had to go in to get her. So I think those kinds of things really did start to take an effect.
Debbie Gibson was the youngest person ever to write, produce, and record a #1 hit song. But the more she became successful, the more she became reclusive. In a recent interview with OK Magazine, she admitted, "I felt like I was going to die." As her anxiety attacks became more and more overpowering, her mental turmoil festered as a dark, painful secret. But with the encouragement of her family, she never gave up, working hard, working every single day to beat back those demons. She tried yoga, acupuncture, therapy, medication. Finally, after 3 years of suffering, a mature, confident Deborah Gibson retook the stage as a Broadway star, appearing to critical acclaim in Cabaret, Les Mis, Grease, and Beauty of the Beast.
She really is very much in touch with her body and her spirit. And if she feels something is damaging her spirit in a negative way, she removes herself from that. You know, and that's one thing I'm really pleased that she's learned to do.
Today, Deborah Gibson is back on stage once again, playing before adoring crowds. Her latest nationwide tour, Pop Goes Broadway, combines the best of what she has learned and the best of what she does as a singer, a dancer, and an actress. In some ways, a smiling, at peace with herself at last Deborah Gibson is back on top of the world. A smaller one, no doubt, but a happier one for her.
Watch that scene, dig in the dancing queen.
You can find Deborah's remarkable story and many others on our website, www.sharingmiracles.com, an online forum where patients share stories of survival, hope, and in many cases, their own miracle.